Then my friend Isaac walks to the car with a lady. Yani, all the boxes were ticked.
Just by looking at her.
Just by looking at her. All the
what
boxes.
were in these boxes?
So, of course,
the physical boxes.
Physical boxes. It had battery issues. It was a manual. So we started pushing. It was a really fun experience.
Who pushed.
Yeah, she was pushing.
Oh, she did.
Yeah,
and that is another box.
She can push cars.
Yeah.
No. So then I come, then of course my chauffeur is waiting for me at Kencom. Good job, young man. Do you think wives are removed from the hanging lines? So
you work for them.
So I go to this Indian doctor. She looks at Joshua, she does the test, and she tells me, she packages the message, says Joshua has autistic, this spectrum, and she even said you might actually need to think of learning sign language. That's where we finished this story.
Anto with Joshua. And asked Anto, how is Joshua doing? Joshua is standing right there.
Oh.
So she knows you were dealing with that Joshua who had no speech, had delayed milestones here and there. So Joshua is standing right there. And then Anto says, Joshua, say hi to your teacher.
Yeah.
And then Joshua says, hi, how are you?
Oh.
She cried.
Oh.
Because for her, she knew it was a sign language story.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, remember to subscribe. This is a space where we talk about family relationships and marriage, and we remind each other that God is still in the business of restoring and working out our marriages. There are people who are still very, very happily married. Not perfect, but happy in their marriages. So my name is Rawder Kidula Show. Excited about today's show. A shout out to JK Studios for doing an amazing job. And if you're thinking of creating content and you're looking for a videographer or even photographer, please consider JK Studios. Their number is always on the screen, and they're also on social media at JK Studios Kenya. Now, today I have the newest author in town and a very big celebrity in Kenya. Hey, I know. Nimefika. Mama, I have made it. Mama, I have made it. The Ndiemas are gracing our set today. Thank you so much for coming and for being here. Peradventure. Someone has never heard of it.
It is not
Peradventure. I am here making noise and rejoicing. Yet someone has never seen or heard about Ndiemas. Please introduce yourselves.
Wow.
Yes.
A story is told. Of a gentleman who is an amazing musician. Many of us know him. But there's a day he met a certain pastor. Alafu yo pastor akamuuliza, what's your name?
Ooh.
So there are people who don't know you.
There are people who don't know.
Really?
Even the biggest of celebrities have people who
don't know you.
Yeah, and they don't care.
And they don't care.
Oh, be humble. It's a call to be humble.
Yeah, so my name is Anthony Ndiemas. I am, do I say my age?
Yes, please. And then when you tell us your age difference, we'll know us.
Yeah, so Anthony Ndiemas, born again Christian, in the media communication space, married for 14 years to Neno, and we have 4 biological children.
Wow. Hey, biological.
Biological children. We have not adopted.
Yeah.
It might come later.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you done biologically?
Yes, we are.
One of you is, one is
yes,
not.
She agrees.
Wow, my name is Neno.
She does? Okay.
My name is Neno. I am a child of God. What am I? I'm a mother. I am an author by God's grace. Yes, that's my new title. Yeah, I'm a mother of 4 children. I am a gospel musician. I am a what else? I'm a Bible teacher. I forget what I am. Yes, but I'm blessed to be here. It's a privilege to be in the Rawder Kidula Show.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Tumekuwa tunashanga tu.
Sure,
You're not inspiring enough.
I know, we're not inspiring enough.
And I'm waiting for you to separate and come back. No, and come back
I know.
with a testimony.
I know.
No, 14 years, Bana. Hey, you guys have tried. You know, nowadays we even celebrate 1 month. So, yeah, we recently just celebrated the launch of clothes. It's Neno's book. Is it your first?
Yes. My first of many, I pray.
Oh, your firstborn. So maybe before we start with your journey, you can just tell us what this book is about.
Okay, Clothed is a journal. It's also it's a daily devotional that one does for 31 days. It's scripture plus a bit of explanation, majorly on healing. God is bringing healing to the body of Christ through his word. Those who've lost their self-worth, their self-esteem, have gone through any form of abuse. It's for the woman, but I have come to accept that even the men are enjoying the read. So it's for anyone who needs to actually get scripture on who you are as a person and what God says about very specific things that destroy our self-worth.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about the marriages that are unclothed.
Oh, yeah.
Are there marriages that are unclothed?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What does that mean? Umefurahi sana?
No. I have not heard it the way you've said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally we say, hey, marriages iko na issues. But now, marriages that are unclothed. That's very, that's a very deep statement.
Yeah.
Marriages that are exposed.
Yeah.
That I think there are many.
I know.
Be a number,
So guys, get yourself a copy. It goes for 1,200 shillings and we'll include a number here for you to order one. You're also in Nuria, right?
Yes, we're in
Nuria Bookstore.
We're in Amazon for those who are out of the country.
Amazon, right?
Yes, Amazon.com, yes.
Okay.
So,
description of this video will also have details on how you can get yourself this book. Or you can gift someone else as well. I just love when I see Christians write books because the material is needed.
wow.
Yeah, so how did this happen?
Where?
When and how?
Tulikutana kwa petrol station. In a petrol station.
In a gas station.
Neno was, she just come to Nairobi from Eldoret. So she relocated. So she was new here.
In town.
She's gotten a job right in Nairobi. So she has this friend of hers. And the friend was my schoolmate in campus. So this guy calls me, hey, Niaje Anto, I have a friend of mine who's moving from one side of the estate to the other. I had like a small Nissan B12.
Yes,
I know. Beautiful
Microscopic
car.
thing.
I bought it at 200,000, my very first car.
Oh, it's yours you're describing?
Yes, it was my car. So my friend called me, can you help me move my friend from one side of the estate to the other? That was along Gitanga Road. Yeah, so I said, yeah, why not? Maybe my generosity gave me a while. So, so we agreed to meet at what is that? Valley Arcade. There was a Kobil then at that particular point. So in the evening, I drive there to go help. It was drizzling. Then my friend Isaac walks to the car with a lady. Yani, all the boxes were ticked.
Just by looking at her?
Just by looking at her. All the boxes.
What were in these boxes?
So, of course,
the physical boxes.
The physical boxes. So, of course, the height, the tone of the skin, the beauty, all that was there.
Ticked.
And then the hair. Yeah.
Was it like this?
No. It was, you know those...
It was better.
Oh, really? Is it little natural hair?
Yeah.
Then when she came into the car, she said, hi, my name is Chepngeno. And then I saw her feet. She had just done pedicure. So there's something about me with feet and hair.
God.
Those boxes.
Yeah, and they were beautiful boxes. So right in there, I really liked what I saw. I really liked.
So did you move her to where she was going?
Yeah, so we went. My car for the very first time got stuck. It had battery issues. It was a manual. So we started pushing. It was a really fun
Please be clear
experience.
who pushed.
Yeah, she was pushing together with Isaac.
She did.
Yeah, it's
and that is another box.
She can push cars.
No, a slave would have sat there touching. Yeah, that's another box.
Yeah, so we moved her from where she was to the other side. So I just wanted more time.
But you now knew where she lived.
I now knew where she lived.
You moved her, right?
I'm seeing where you're going.
So Rodah, after we moved, I said, this thing can't end here. So I called my bro, please prepare some meal, Nini. I have some guests coming. So that we just keep, the night keeps going. Finally, we went. I dropped her now to where she had moved to. No. You were sleeping still where she had moved from your friend's place. So dropped her there, finished the conversation. I'm asking, at this point, I'm really desiring that she asks for my number, but she's not. At the back of my mind, I'm asking, probably she's Isaac's friend. I don't know. So I will not ask for her number because Isaac is there. So eventually she tells me, as we are just about to separate, so how much is it? How much are you charging? I said, no, just say God bless you. Yeah.
Ooh.
And then she told me, can I have your number so that tomorrow when you're in the show, because I was working at Hope FM, I can request for a song.
Oh la la.
I didn't give her my number. I gave her like 10 business cards. When this one gets lost, you have another one. You have no excuse
not to have my number.
And that was the beginning of the journey.
Did he tick any box that night?
He unticked.
Oh.
As soon as I got into the car, I was not in the mood or in the space of dating at the time. I had told God it's okay, I can be a eunuch.
Who did that
scripture.
to you?
I know. I was like, God, it is clear.
It must be someone.
It is clear. It is clear. I am invisible. It is clear. Something must have happened to my looks because it doesn't seem like anyone is interested, so I'm good.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I was like, God, it's fine. So I said, now I'll be a eunuch by choice. That was a difficult decision to make, but we are... Because at Makanga, the ones on the road, don't even...
No one is noticing.
No one is actually, poor me. I was like, no, that space, we are done.
Wrong.
Yeah, we are done, so let's just stick to being alone. So then I get into... Isaac helps me to move, but now introduces me to him. And as soon as I get into the car, he says he works with Hope FM, meaning he works with radio. I was like, celeb.
Never.
Can never be me. Can never be me. That was it for me. I shut my mind there and I was like, these people.
Yes.
Yeah, they are a group of people. These people. Yeah, we don't do these people. So for me, no box ticks then. But something stuck. Just the generosity in Nairobi. Someone using their own fuel, and time to carry your stuff with his little car, meaning my stuff was also very little. Yeah, my stuff was few, so there was really nothing much to hire a lorry for. Yeah, so that for me, I was like, that's generosity. He's a nice guy, but hey, he's a nice guy. There are many who are nice, so hey, please. So I didn't even bother calling him at day one date for what?
Really?
Imagine Rodah.
Oh, you are waiting for her to call you. No, it's the guy who called.
He doesn't have my number, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have her number. And then she said, when you're in studio, I will
request.
So that Monday I went to studio.
No request.
Hey, 2 hours, nothing. I felt...
I wish another Chepngeno just
I know. Day 2, nothing. Day 3, I said in the evening, let me call Isaac. To at least to kuuliza. So I call Isaac and ask, Isaac, sasa, your friend is okay?
Yeah.
And from the periphery, you guys are okay? It went well, your friend is okay? Isaac told me, yeah, she's fine. In fact, hata tuko naye hapa. 8 p.m. at Kencom. I said, no wonder. She has not even called me. She's actually Isaac's girlfriend. And I got so hurt. So hurt at that point.
By who?
Yeah.
Pata potea.
So that went. Thursday, I didn't bother. Friday, Isaac calls me. Friday in the morning, there was a cocktail, a dinner, something for hope.
Yeah.
That evening. Isaac calls me in the morning, tells me, Anto, would you mind coming to my place? Neno will be there. We are learning the guitar. Yeah. I said, even me, I've been wanting to learn this guitar. I've never known guitar paka leo. So I said, no, I will come. So I went that evening. I found Neno there. I found Neno washing Isaac's. Washing her own clothes.
In Isaac's house.
In Isaac's house. I said, why did I even come here?
Red flag.
So more hurt.
Yes.
Explain why I was.
She was actually washing clothes because there was no water
at her place.
My new place.
And Isaac was the only contact.
Oh, in Nairobi.
And that's why Isaac actually called me so that there's someone else.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. At the end of that,
Isaac was just okay with being a friend.
Yeah, he was dating actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he was dating abroad. He's actually abroad now.
Oh. Yeah, he lives there.
Thank you, Isaac.
I know. Mr. Connector, we should send him this link.
So after that evening, she gave me a number.
Yeah.
I asked her, can I call you? She said, no, you can call me anytime. Give me a number.
You actually asked me if Isaac and I were dating.
When I was driving you back to where you stay.
Very important.
Are you dating Isaac? She told me, no. 4 children. Years later.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Oh, yeah.
That's all you needed.
That's all I needed.
That's all you needed.
He saw an open door.
So when did the feelings come for you, or the box start?
So very good question. I mean, for me, I think because I was still in the space of skepticism and not very sure. Well, am I even interested in dating now? One gift that I think he has is friendship. Anto can make friends with God knows what, anything, even an animal. Like he's very gentle. He's very. He comes pole, and that really worked for me because I really needed someone who will don't rush. Where are you running to? We are not going anywhere. So he came. He would do those rides more. You know, can I drop you? Can I? Can I? He was a very nice man. I was like, yeah, you're a very nice man. So then, so 1 month, 2 months. You know, now I'm still feeling also like I'm trying to find my way around Nairobi. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, it's very good to have a friend who can say, can I buy you, coffee? Yeah.
And the celebrity issue.
Now, the interesting thing is that I stopped noticing I think I forgot. And I have to keep reminding myself even until now because I seem to forget. Yeah, sorry. I should give you the honor that is due.
You're taking it for granted.
No, not that way. Anyway, so he made me feel very comfortable and then we would hang out. Now we would spend time together and laugh. For some reason, we used to hang out and laugh and spend time together and talk. But still, I was not keen on a relationship. I was thinking...
a good friend.
Yeah. Then I made the mistake 2 months later of asking whether... how does he relate with ladies? Because now I'm thinking, okay, the way he's relating with me, he's very nice. But maybe he relates with everyone. I'm not keen on being mistaken. So then he tells me he has categories. I said,
friends.
Where? So we went, so he says the first ones, they are what I don't even know what he called them. Then the second ones are acquaintances. Then the third ones are friends. So acquaintances were like colleagues. I don't know what. The third ones are friends. Those ones are the ones they hang out with, they pray with. I was like, you are in that list.
You are in that one.
And then I asked him, so now the fourth one, because you said there are 4 categories, he said his mind is very clear. Yeah. For me, I thought now it's empty.
Ouch.
I was like, this guy is going nowhere with this story. So those 2 little texts for God bless you, I deleted them. I was like, it's a lie. You know, then you start to tell yourself, just maybe. Yeah. Because he would play songs like Sweetie Wanje on air, as if I'm Luya, but well.
For you?
Still, he'll just be like, I just want to dedicate a song. And a lot of Eunice Njeris, they really helped.
I use the pulpit. To be a blessing to myself.
We need to go back.
The blessing. So there is a couple I interviewed, and their term for getting intimate was we blessed one another. So when you said it,
not yet.
So we went home.
That's very Christian. Wow.
Surely.
We bless each other. It's still a blessing, Rodah.
Well, but calling it blessing is tricky.
Now
Wale ni wa Kristo, bro.
Now you two have to use the word blessing.
Oh, in the
okay. So if we use it, we make
so
sure
the
we
songs
use it in
were
the context.
blessing you
The songs were
on
blessing.
air.
Yes.
So when these radio presenters dedicate songs to people,
Be careful. Just listen carefully. If it's consistent, if you keep hearing the same name,
between the lines.
you need to start going on social media and checking. And who is
this person?
Yeah.
But if it can be a blessing to you, do it.
Oh, it was a blessing to
What
you.
are you encouraging?
No, I'm encouraging all radio presenters.
Get a wife.
Please, you can use it to get a wife.
Use what's in your hand.
I tell you.
So the friendship grew like that?
Yes, the friendship grew. And the friendship I was even willing to keep. If at all there was nothing, like he was real. Like he was, we would just hang out and talk. And in fact, I wonder what happened. Anyway,
you don't know how you got your friend.
Yeah. No, but we used to really hang out, talk a lot and do that. So towards like 4th month, I'm like, hey, this friendship needs a definition. Already. But of course, I was at that point of, hi, I am in category, I don't know 3, I don't know 2. I didn't even bother asking. I was like, hi, acquaintance, my friend, take your seat.
and sit with other acquaintances.
Please, join a long queue of acquaintances. Please know you are at the back. So anyway, so I relaxed. I said to myself, anyway, I had made the commitment to myself that I'll not ask a man out. Not me. I was like, I think I dared to do when I was younger, and I men can be mean. Kina ramba, man. So I was like someone makes it clear that it has never even occurred to him. So you're like, I was like, no, I'll wait. I was like, Lord, I will wait until he finally talks. So anyway, so we would hang out. One time, a friend asked me some interesting comment. I mean, wanted to tell me something, but he kept saying, I'll call you in the evening and tell you. Yeah. I was traveling from Nakuru to Nairobi. So then I come, then of course my chauffeur is waiting for me at Kencom. Good job, young man. Do you think wives are removed from the hanging lines?
No, you work for them.
Thank God the cost was not so bad.
Yeah, that time.
Yeah, then Sansani was doing a good job. So anyway, see, I pushed the car also. So
Nice.
So my chauffeur, I'm telling him a story about a friend who we were in campus with, who's telling me he wants to tell me something in the evening. I think the guy woke up.
Ooh.
He thought,
this is the evening that this thing can go.
This chick can just go and attend her wedding.
By the way.
So I was taken somewhere, bought for some nice stuff, was told, okay, now can I please drop in? I have something to tell you. I said, oh, okay.
Hey, now you are lucky girl. You have 2 men who have something to tell you on the same
The one who will tell me early.
I know.
So anyway, so he dropped the bombshell and said, oh, I just looked at him and thought, oh yeah, okay. I was not like, hey, I was like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She was cold. But thank God
slightly down.
I put a disclaimer when I was just about to. I said, but you don't have to respond now. Yeah, because I knew it can go either direction. I needed to protect my heart.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she was, to my expectation, she actually was very cold.
You expected me to be cold?
No, in a way I was thinking, let me do a disclaimer here to protect myself.
You don't have to answer now.
Yeah. And she didn't answer. She was very cold. I left the house.
Say it nicely.
She was very cold.
Deep down.
You were convinced.
Deep down. I knew. Who you? She will turn around. It's a matter of time.
Surely.
Yeah.
It's not that obvious.
No, it was. For me, it was.
Yeah.
I also liked you.
Pointers here, you liked.
You had now
so
liked
he
friend.
ticked boxes. I also liked the fact that he really loved God. I was like, oh, like for himself, because now I was also not trying to get him for myself. So I was like, yeah, you love your God, boy. Please love your God. Yeah, he is your God, not. Yeah, I also have my God. So yeah, so I thought he was really authentic. Yeah, I think the authentic him came out. You would meet a guard and he would say hi to a guard the same way he would say hi to his colleague at Hope. Or the same way he would say hi to him. Anta! Same way. I'm like, this guy is real. He's on the ground, you know.
Oh, you are on Shangilia then?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was on Shangilia.
I was your fan.
I know, I was his fan
I was the ones requesting the songs that were not played. Because
why? What was being done?
Because sometimes you are texting the station's number and someone is texting the person.
I know, directly. You're on the...
story of my life. Yeah.
Oh, so when did you finally say yes?
Well, so
And
of course
why?
I asked for what everyone must ask for, the 3 weeks to pray. You know that one? The 2 weeks, 3 weeks to pray. What you need to ask me is whether I prayed. Yeah, but I just needed to give it time. I think I was like, Lord, I'm not doing trisex again. I'd come from a 3-year relationship. I was like, this man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. God forgive me for that. But yes, I just asked for time. I also wanted to see whether he'll change his mind, you know.
No, in 3 weeks.
Yeah, please change your mind. Be in a hurry to change it and tell me so that I can move on with my life. So 3 weeks later, we went to a place in Kiambu Road, Paradise Lost.
Oh,
with the
Paradise
Nissan Sunny
Lost.
again. That car. Man, we should have
car.
kept it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we went. Then I told him, no, before I say what I want to say, I want to know about your life.
Yes.
So I behave like an auditor.
Auditor.
Yeah, just tell me the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
Especially the ugly.
ugly.
Yeah. Let me just know.
What I'm getting myself into.
And it's not one-sided. Before you tell me, let me tell you.
Your side.
Let's just finish this thing here. Yeah, I don't do secrets. I don't do, let's go discover in marriage. Then you shock me. I don't want to be shocked. I want to be shocked with the things that will be happening then, not your past, you know. But I think it's because I had a friend a neighbor. He's a musician. He's called Ken. He plays the guitar with, he used to play those days with Ruben Kigame.
Yeah.
He's called Ken. He's also, it's called visually impaired. Ken gave me one golden tip that I thought this will work for my next relationship. He's like, check the level of openness that the man has. He's like, if you see someone is very comfortable with you and can tell you, especially his weaknesses or things he has done, you most likely will be comfortable with that person. I ran with that word. I decided this one will be my word. But now for me, I will not wait for him to open up.
I will ask.
Before I say yes, just tell me, shock me.
Did he shock you?
Thoroughly. He did. In a good way. He was very open. Yeah, he spoke. I think he was thinking, I think I'm losing this one. Yeah.
It was a very open.
It was a very interesting conversation. And for me now, that sold it for me. I was like, wow.
And you left that place with a yes, planning a wedding.
Actually, what we did, so he told me his version of everything that he's gone through, what he has faced, what his fears are. Family also is another aspect that we really wanted to know. Is there polygamy? Is there, because those things come back to, you're like, hey, what is this? So I'm like, yeah, just tell me about your family. Then of course I told him about mine, about my grandparents, how that looks like, my family, my immediate family, my own experiences, dating, everything, the works. Then I said my answer is yes.
Oh.
And we slept.
We prayed first.
We prayed. Then we entered rest.
By then we dozed off for like, I think 2 hours.
In the car?
Yes.
And it was raining.
Like everyone went like this.
We had sat in the back seat. The back seat of the car as we were talking. So after she said yes, we prayed.
And slept.
We slept.
We dozed off.
For how long?
I don't know. I think 2 hours. I don't know, 3 hours. We slept. It's so weird. It's so weird. And it's not sleeping on one. It's slept. I slept.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe God was confirming.
By the way, we entered rest. And for sure, we had a peaceful dating. Yeah,
experience.
it was short though.
Oh, how long did you date?
We were in a hurry.
Between knowing each other and wedding, 1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Really?
I was ready to do a wedding with her.
That on the Paradise Lost.
No. That evening we met at Valley again.
Really?
I was willing to do it.
Are you serious, Ando?
Before she even pushed the car.
Before she even knew my name. Surely.
So I think it was really, we connected very well. And we thought, why not?
Yeah.
And your families must have also supported.
We thank God.
Oh, yes.
You're from the same community?
Ish.
Calais has dialects.
Oh, it's like
yes. Yeah. So we ish we are, but not quite.
They say I'm more Luya.
He's Sabaut, but Sabauts have their culture and
we also come from that other
is
side.
Luya.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's Sabaut, he speaks more Luya than Sabaut.
Really?
And I'm waiting for my children to learn.
I always think you're acting.
No. He's more Luyad than Kale.
Than Kale.
I think because I was also raised in Western
Lugulu.
bigger part of my life. Yeah.
So family supported.
Oh, yes.
You did this big grand wedding.
Well,
We did it. Oh, it was not here. It feels like it was
it feels
here.
like I can just
Yeah,
Sitam still.
Sitam,
Sitam
yeah.
Oh,
Karen.
in Karen.
Yeah, so that was 2010 December.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like, God
If
help
you
us
look
to get
back,
to the finish
what would
line.
you change about
In
your
my-
wedding?
Go easy, go easy. I told you his son will tell you everything.
Oh, I will change how my dressing.
Oh.
Any day, any time.
Oh,
I plan
send
for the
me a
wedding.
photo.
Yeah,
Please
that's
send me a photo. He had an oversized trouser.
No
a lot.
oversized suit. I
Suit.
planned for everything,
Except
but I
yourself.
forgot myself. So I went and bought, my humble beginnings. Bought all these suits from Miss Lee. I never, did I
Didn't
tested?
even try them.
I didn't try. Here, that morning, I'm putting on this thing. Time is running out. It's not even ironed. I really had a bad suit on my wedding day.
Brown.
So, do you have wedding photos in your house?
Yeah.
Close up.
You need to check out that trouser. Oh, that
same
trouser.
as that.
But then he was
That
quite,
trouser.
Beautiful shoes. I had
Yeah.
great shoes. I had done my hair very well.
Yeah.
But the suit,
My goodness.
my
You
goodness.
needed
So
a
that's the
designer.
only we would change.
That I will change. And I will do another wedding
Would
one
we
day.
really change?
Yeah, you would
Yeah, I will-
renew your
Just
vows.
because of the
But don't
suit.
be old. Please
Renew
hurry.
your vows at 20
Don't just say
or
it here.
15.
You know. Mambo ya 30, 40 now.
Yeah.
How will we even look?
Fabulous.
I know. Yeah.
What would you change?
Yeah. About the wedding.
Wedding planning. Maybe someone is stressed
Your
about a
gown.
wedding right
Talk
now.
about your gown.
I
You
wouldn't
almost
change it
killed me.
though. But I wouldn't change it.
No, the planning.
Yeah,
the
we got
gown.
the gown last minute.
Oh.
We got the gown from my bro had done his wedding, so his wife in the States, so you
Yeah.
can imagine. So we were waiting for a gown that came
Oh.
in on Monday, and the wedding was it Monday or Tuesday?
Our wedding was on a Monday.
Monday.
It was a
but
holiday.
It came in on a Thursday.
Oh, hey.
Jamhuri Day.
Thursday the
Okay.
week
No,
before.
the gown landed here on Friday at night. And I went that
Until that's
Friday.
when you picked it.
Picked it, yes.
Yes.
I went and camped at the airport. That I was camping.
We weren't even sure if it will fit me.
Oh, no.
You can
So the
imagine
whole
that
week I'm
risk.
going to that office where they had shipped.
Yeah.
Shaking. No.
You're very
No.
emotional. Relax.
No, that's why you need to wait
Let me
again.
vent. I have never vented about this thing.
girl.
You don't have to do it on there. Okay, fine.
First of all, that whole week,
Yeah.
camping in that I will not mention. They
Yeah.
really stress us a lot. Shipping, whatever.
Yeah.
So come the whole week. No, it has not come. It has not come. It has not come. Over the weekend, they cannot release
Yes.
because the offices are closed. So finally, on I think Thursday, they tell me it's at the airport. Friday morning, I go camp at the airport.
Yeah.
At KRA, I camped. I got the wedding gown at 8 p.m.
Oh.
on Friday.
That's why you're married.
I had paid how many? About 3 times the amount.
Yeah, we paid like 70 G's those days. Yes.
But if you add everything, I think it was one something.
It's your man.
Sure.
And the fuel to go to the airport.
The Nissan Sun.
Let me tell you, I got the gown. We are not sure if it will fit her.
Yes.
We haven't dry cleaned it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was quite some
Need-
drama.
I ran
I would
from
change that.
the airport. It fits, thank God.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking,
Perfectly.
where do you...
Like
di-
Cinderella house.
Yeah.
Like, wow, God, you're magic.
And she didn't have a plan B. That's my gown.
Wow.
So the man is running around. How she's doing her hair, I'm just thinking, gown.
Gown.
My wife,
You've not
gown.
even-
Correct.
My suit.
Yeah.
Look at the picture of that suit again.
Yes.
This gown contributed.
See my
You'll
life.
have to wait again.
I know,
Anyway.
but then we
Yeah,
got a
so
place.
better planning, I think. We were
Yeah.
also young.
Yeah.
We were also young. I think even best couple, we didn't sit down to really think about. We don't
Yeah.
regret the ones we worked with, but it wasn't even a couple. It was just for me. It was my best friend who was very single,
Mine was a workmate.
and then hers was a workmate.
Who is that?
Andrew.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, and it was because I think the one who was to be there, it was just
Yeah,
we didn't
it's
give
many
it much
things,
thought.
yeah.
We didn't give it much thought. And then even the now that you
Marital
asked that question,
counselling.
premarital counseling, I love how people are doing it now. It's more intentional. For us, it was a one Saturday afternoon. It was all day.
Yeah.
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 It was just
One
one or two
session.
sessions.
But why
in the
is
church.
this that the marriages like our parents, and after that, people didn't even do that and they are sustained.
Because
and as we have a whole course.
Because we are trying to learn in an instant what we should have learned for a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
For our parents, it was a lifestyle. Like you would learn from your auntie, you watch how she keeps her mind. These are not things to learn in a week.
Nowadays.
Yeah, you can't learn it in a month.
And sometimes they were even home to teach us.
Yes. So for them, they had premarital the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah, for us, it's an emergency. It's a whole course. Well, it helps.
but
ask me how many times we remember.
After 1 year,
go
the
back.
same class.
There we go.
With understanding.
Exactly. With the experience.
Yes.
And you say, oh, that's what you meant.
Oh, you had told us this before.
Yeah.
We were not listening.
Pre-mat is, I love the way nowadays, at least they even workbooks.
Yes.
You walk through it, you do it for a number of weeks. You know, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so maybe those are, I've never even thought about. Those are things that would change.
Things will change.
Yeah.
So one Saturday afternoon, but did it help?
Honestly, I don't remember a thing they said.
I remember being taught about the different kinds of marriages.
African traditional marriage, civil. Honestly, me, that's all I remember.
It was...
No, because that one, in the reality of marriage, when you're having conflict, do you care about the types of marriages?
Yeah.
You know?
Even the one you have, you're wondering which type. You're like, this one is which one now? You're like, I don't think this one was Christian.
And then probably at that time we were thinking about the wedding, the gown.
Yeah, you already saw
flowers.
Many other things.
Yeah. What could you do without, looking back?
For the wedding?
Yes.
I think we could have done a smaller budget.
Yeah, we had many people come.
Yeah.
You are a celebrity.
Yes, then we should have given it more time. If then we wanted more people to attend, we should have been wise about what we needed to spend.
But you know what? Beyond the celebration, I think I needed to really readjust for me that this is not an event. Because I hit an anticlimax immediately after the wedding.
Yeah.
When we were leaving at the gate right there, it just hit an anticlimax. So this is where it ends.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
For him, it was all about the wedding, all about the wedding, all about the wedding.
And I had an exam the following day.
Yeah, you had an exam on Tuesday.
At Daystar.
I was left in the
honeymoon.
Yeah, so I think more thoughts probably in terms
marriage,
of the marriage itself.
The
and
marriage
might
itself.
have helped.
How was your first year?
Where?
Oh.
We are glad we are here.
It was a tough
If you made through the first year.
We had to also continue dating.
Yes.
So now it was beyond the laughing and sitting and taking coffee. Now it was you're dating in the house.
In the house, he's
with
here.
the socks and the
not in the car.
Not in the car.
The socks thing happened here too.
Yeah, I mean, there had to be that whole, my goodness gracious, who taught you?
Ours was a deeper problem.
Yeah.
Just beyond the normal, issues. Oh my God, our schedules. I used to do a 4 a.m. program. I had classes at Daystar. So I would leave the house at probably 2:30 a.m. Come back. I used to do evening classes. Come back at about 10 p.m. She used to work far from where we used to live. We used to live in Lolongo. She was working at Karen. We didn't have the bypasses.
In fact, at the time it was being fixed.
Yes, it was being done. So she will leave at probably 4:35. She will come in also probably at 9. So think about those people who are very tired. She has to come and cook. And now I have to think about waking up the following day in the morning.
To go back to work.
That was strenuous.
It was very strenuous and very tough.
Yeah.
Our first year was a very tough.
It was tough, yeah. It was quite tough.
So what did that do to your communication, to your marriage, to your...
It was broken.
I think God's grace was just, He was just merciful. Because either way we would still try and say what we are feeling. But you see, we didn't have, remember again, we didn't have like that couple we can run to and ask.
Your best friend who is single.
In English, is supposed to help me how now? You know, I'm even the role model now in this one. I'm like, wait, so we didn't quite have like a support system. A support system. So at first it was difficult. I usually say it's just by grace that we ended up
finding here.
Direction.
Just find like being able to now finally be one in our kind of thinking. But the first year was, it was a bit of drama.
How?
So what helped us is one of our friends told us, why are you living in Mlolongo?
In the first place.
In the first place. That's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Because you're working in Hope FM.
No. Then I had
you had now moved.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you have a 4 a.m. show.
Yeah.
Yes. And the reason, the reason why we were living there is because it was closer to my work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you were selfish?
I had moved before.
Pride.
Did you hear that part?
No, it was pride.
Funny, I'm done with this. Where we both had.
So we moved to Dagoretti Corner. It was closer to Karen. After I finished my classes at Daystar, it was closer.
Yeah.
It was a cheaper house.
Yeah.
So things started finding direction. We had more time in the evening.
Yes.
She was leaving at 7 in the morning. It was less strenuous.
Yeah.
So things started aligning bit by bit.
From there.
The thing that saved us though is that we didn't rush into getting children.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took our time. We said
intentionally.
It was very intentional.
It was
3 years.
Yeah, we said
3 years.
Yeah, we gave ourselves 3 years because we were like, our dating was short. And the way we are not yet clear on exactly what we are doing.
Yeah.
Let's not bring another person into all this. So we said no. But we had even decided before we got married that we would want to first settle down and then get children.
I have a gift for your teen daughter. Sorry to interrupt the conversation. My name is Rawder Kidula and I present to you this book for my beautiful teen girl. It's a gift challenging the teen girl to have godly values. It talks about many issues that they go through and inspires them to be better teens. See details on the screen of how you can get it. Thank you.
Yeah, then babies started coming biologically, as they said.
Yes. One other thing that happened to us that was an advantage was we can I say joined, or we became more intentional about couples who are our peers. Yeah, so we became closer with, we got close to 3 other couples, now 4, that now formed like an accountability group.
Nice.
So they almost came in and filled the gap of the best couple that would have done, So we began to learn things from them. We began to know, the one we were thinking is a mountain is actually a molehill. Yeah. It happens everywhere, we could discuss and we got to know, okay. So that God just brought them in time, because most of them were his friends from his campus.
KU.
Ask me where mine are.
Intermarried.
So it's a full KU thing. I had to think, that's KU lingo.
Oh, that's where you met Aaron.
Yes.
So,
that's another story for another day.
Aaron will come and talk about
himself. So I introduced Aaron to
his wife.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a connector, destiny connector.
And Pastor Silas?
Yes. So that's
Silas
Pastor Silas.
So you are in the same group?
Yes, same CU.
Same CU.
Yeah.
And now in the same marriage group?
Yes.
How many couples?
5.
We were 4 then, now we are 5.
We are 5
couples
It's
working
only
together.
Neno and Aaron's wife who are not from KU.
Oh.
All the others intermarried.
So when they start talking about KU stuff,
we had to stop them.
This one will stop
goodness.
you. No, not here.
We don't want to do
Not
that.
here.
And then they ask you, you don't know so and so, and you're like,
and you've been working together for how long? As couples?
Would you say now 30?
It's actually 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah. You
Wow.
would say 13 years. That was God's mercy.
Once every month.
Yes.
And how open are you? That is my fear.
13 years of hanging out, you will be open. My friend, you will be
There's no couple that is holding back.
Different personalities. We started, of course, there are some who are more open than others, but you get to the point you're like, personality
right
also
now.
Right now.
They will
you have no name to protect.
Yeah. In fact, now the ones who are not open at first are the ones we are like, well,
And someone will bring an issue in the group.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will bring an issue about Neno.
Yeah, if I'm
In
being
the
stubborn,
group.
I will
If she's
be
being stubborn in the group, and you'll leave that place crying but aligned.
Yeah.
But now you'll go home with her.
Yes.
Yes.
But she's your wife.
She's your wife.
Mad at you for
And she will-
exposing her.
Exposing where?
Now we have
Given each other permission.
Yes.
we've given each other permission.
Yes.
There are moments when we pull each other aside as men
Men,
and talk about men issues
Yes.
and bring them out. Dude, this is where are you going with this? What is this? What are you doing?
Wow.
And we'll talk as men. There are things our wife don't need to know.
Yeah. And there's times they talk as women.
We are better.
But them,
that came in time. So there's just one other thing to tell someone in case you're wondering, how can I get a support system? Even your peers can be a support system, but please choose carefully. Because with that vulnerability, you can encourage each other to divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. If you're not like-minded, then someone is having different ideas. Yes. Friends, let me tell you, friends are very powerful. A friend can actually lead you to divorce. And maybe it wasn't that bad. But because Rodah will always tell me,
and you're still there.
I can't.
And you're still there.
Yeah, what are you still doing
in that marriage?
So just may God give you the wisdom on how to choose those kind of friends.
Let me mention just one more about that accountability. There are days we come together as men. I'll give an example of women. And we share of the real struggles that men go through. Finances, issues of intimacy, and issues of there's this girl at work.
Oops.
No, you know, a colleague you're just close with. He comes with lunch from his wife and you share.
It's dangerous.
Now, I think most, especially when you are an intern and you're just like a young girl, and now you're looking at these men as mentors, you're just flowing. And they're just telling you, let's go for lunch, and you're like, oh, they're really nice. You have no intention. But now when you grow up and you get married and you cook lunch,
you are not planning to him to share with the whole entire world. But the truth is, where your treasures are, your heart is.
Your heart, yes.
Now, you could be okay in terms of your emotions are stable, but you don't know what the man is going through, or vice versa. You don't know if I'm having a troubled marriage at home, and I will not tell you, but there's an emotional, there's something you're feeding emotionally, and we are getting close. So
you talk about that.
Yes, we talk about it.
And what would your problem
my
be?
problem would be, we are now 5 wives. Then Neno and Angie are more tighter. Why?
And for us, it's acceptable. I will talk more, for example, I will talk more to Aaron than probably how I will talk to Davis or Silas.
Oh, Davis is also there.
But it's also seasonal. That's what I've come to appreciate. You find you're probably living closer to
each other.
Family, so you hang out more.
Or you do business together. So you engage more.
We give each other permission to.
So there's permission to do that. There's a day this one will call you out because probably you aligned in certain things, certain aspects. Probably it's even professionally. There are those who professionally at a certain level. So that one will call you out. But more often than not, we will actually call each other out.
That's
when
nice.
we need to.
Wow.
And it has really helped us.
Yeah, it has. It's been a blessing.
It's been a blessing. You probably would have divorced so many times.
She has never packed and left.
She hasn't.
I don't do threats. So I don't think I want to pack.
She will tell you.
Because I used to. What I discovered, one of the things I discovered early in marriage is that I was having a real. How can I put it? I'm the kind that would close up. I would shut and then I write you off. God of mercy. You are a deliverer. So I would write you off and it's not a good place to be. So thank God I never got to that point. I was like, well, let's just fight inside here, but let's make it work. So there's no for fake and there's no for I'm not the kind, it's not pride. I'm just saying I'm not, until his personality is the kind that can hold hands with you out here and we go and fight at home. Now me, I will not hold hands outside and I'll not.
You could not be a pastor's wife, you.
I would be a pastor's wife to like Anto, maybe. I can't.
You would be there introducing my beautiful wife and joined us.
Me, I'm the kind that would stand for prayer. I would also stand and be like, those who are going through troubled marriages.
And you go.
I'd probably be the first.
Called out one of my friends.
God.
In a wedding.
Is that bad?
In a wedding. I said, no. What are you doing?
What was that now? I can't remember. Okay, fine. Let's leave.
How do you protect your marriage? Because he's a celebrity and not many people... You haven't trended. We've seen celebrity couples trending.
By God's grace.
No one has ever brought out some dirt. The DCI has not found anything.
I think it's because it's not there.
Oh yeah.
I
By the way, if it was there,
it would have been brought out because you
Twitter. Twitter would have.
Yeah.
Of course, there are instances and issues where she will actually be the one to tell me, tread carefully here.
Yeah.
This one does not have good intentions.
No.
But again, we've also really tried to be very open.
Yeah.
And the other day she's told me, hey, there's a guy in the office who's really pushing me, to go this direction. I have not said much about myself.
You can say it mute.
Can say it on air.
I think because of our interactions, there are many of those that you get to. There are a lot of casual engagements.
His space.
The media,
your space.
And he's a kind man.
He's a good man.
So he can do something nice to me.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like...
But Rodah will not lie to you. I think God's grace has really
it has just shielded him, honestly. Because we can't say that we've put 10 things that we do so that
5 points every morning.
Yeah, but the openness for sure.
Yeah, and they keep coming. There are people who they just keep come and hug you and say, hey,
me that one, I will not accept.
How do you deal with that?
No, now, thank God my husband is not a public figure. So I don't know how I would react if I'm walking with Jackson and then a girl comes, I watch you, I just love you. I'm like, hey, maybe you're even in the middle of an argument.
Imagine it doesn't bother me. Funny enough, it doesn't bother me. In fact, sometimes I just
and then they don't even say hi
I
to
leave
you.
them to say hi to each other. Of course, you're invisible, really. Many of the times we would go for events and then now someone says hi to him. And just as in has not even noticed there's a shadow at the back. And I'm like, whatever. And then the next time they meet you, then he's the one insisting, have you met my wife? Then you see the reaction, you're like, you hadn't seen the shadow. I was just right here.
Even during your book launch, he took more photos with your book.
But tables are turning, and I'm glad.
I guess.
Tables are turning. Nowadays, I'm the one who...
No, more people took photos with you, with her book.
Of course.
I hope that this turns
as long as the book sells. If the book can go with his name, it's okay.
It's okay. But that also takes maturity on your side. If you are not emotionally mature, any woman who comes to say hi would be dead.
But in security, with such people, you can die. Insecurity. At now I be now.
And then he goes on air with some co-hosts.
Yes.
Yeah, he's had a number of them.
And she's looking very.
And they're laughing.
High five.
And you were not even talking that morning. Hey,
but Anto is interesting. Anto is interesting because even if he will do the whole high five, he seems to have his own. I mean, people just respect him. I don't know.
No, he respects himself.
I think so because you don't struggle with. You don't know where the line is. That's the line. He seems to carry himself.
And then he's also doing. Tunakuongelea sana. He's also doing a Christian show.
It helps.
There are things.
But there are many who do a Christian show.
People also think you're very serious. It's a good thing. I love it. You're very serious. You're
also very old, I think.
You're also very old and serious. So please keep on holding that tag.
Let it stay.
It's working for your marriage.
Yeah, we thank God.
We now go to the babies. How was the first pregnancy?
Wow. So 2013 we decide. 2012. Yeah, we decided now I think we are almost ready for now things had calmed down, like relationships were better with between the two of us, and then now with family, then the friends had now come in. I think now it was making sense. You're like, this is marriage.
I'm now married.
Now it looks like it's coming up, it's coming together. So we decided we're going to have baby. We are the kind that if you do, we conceive. In Jesus' name. You just blow, So pop, we got pregnant by God's grace. We were not even sure. Okay. So thankfully it was a very pregnancy was easy by God's grace. I was actually, I think, hyperactive. I'm not liberty. I'm total. Anyway, so I was very, because I was working in the bank at the time. So I was doing customer service. I would run up and down those stairs. I was active. I was thinking, where do you know
no
you're
moods,
pregnant?
no cravings.
I was too excited. I had no cravings. Did I have cravings? Avocado. I don't know. But I didn't even have those. Yeah. So we got to 9 months, and I remember he was doing this early morning show. And I started to feel this pain. I had never had any issue completely, and I had an excellent gyna who delivered all our 4 babies. By the way, it's a he. a born again Christian.
Please, you can mention him.
Dr. Wasuna. Dr. Wasuna,
where is he?
He's now based. He's more in Nairobi Hospital, but he has his own private practice.
Okay,
yeah,
Dr. Wasuna, because they will ask me.
He's a believer.
Speaks life.
That man, he's blessed wherever he is. Yeah. So. So I called Daktari in the morning. I'm like, I'm feeling an interesting pain. Actually, I was eating avocado that morning. At 5 a.m., I was alone because now he had gone to the show. Long story short, he told me, you're feeling pain. I told him, yeah, it's continuous. Like, it's not, it's not what's it called? Labor. This one is, of course, I didn't know labor, but I was like, this doesn't feel like labor. He told me, if it's continuous, you need to make your way to hospital. I'm wondering, what's the problem? Yeah, I'm okay, except for the continuous pain.
Yeah.
It was sort of like, it felt like cramps, but now it kept going and going. So I called him, he's in the show. I'm like, doc says we need to go to hospital. Still, I don't see the big deal. I'm wondering, what's the issue? Let's just go. Anyway, so he finally comes. We drove on the wrong side of the road. Long story short, we were in Nairobi Hospital in no time. By 7 or 7 something.
Yeah, in the morning.
Anyway, he tells that part of the story better because, of course, I went. His the baby's heart rate was being checked, and Daktari all of a sudden is preparing me for theatre, and I'm wondering, what's going on here?
He just told me, pray.
Yeah.
And you had not planned for CS?
Not planned for CS. No, I was easy. I wasn't I don't have to have a CS kind of mom, but I was like, I don't think it's the option I want to take. I don't mind delivering naturally, but in 10 minutes I was supposed to be in theatre, and I'm wondering, what's happening? Of course, I was beginning to feel weak. I think I was beginning to feel weak, and now because he checked the heart rate, he's like, something is absolutely wrong here. All the while I'm not bleeding, nothing is really going on out here. I can't tell you what's going on, but I know Daktari looks like there's something urgent that must be done. Usually you're even wheeled to theatre by the nurse aides, and he literally wheeled me to theatre. I was like, okay. So anyway, by this time I think I was I was given full anesthesia. It's called anesthesia, yes. I was given the full one, not even half, like it was an emergency. So after delivery, when I finally come to, I guess now he's the one who was told the rest of the story, because now me, Nico, who
what was going on?
So it's called
abruption.
So what happened? The
placenta had dislodged, yes, it had detached. And I had been bleeding since probably for the last, probably number of hours. So there was all blood. Yes, that's why the pain. And we had 10 minutes.
Oxygen. Yes.
We had 10 minutes. We would have lost both baby and I. Yes. It was an emergency like no other. Like doc kept saying, this is a miracle. This is a miracle. They're like, okay.
I'm already shaking, but I'm thinking you have 3 more. So it's okay.
So by God's grace, we got Joshua. That's our firstborn boy. He's now turning 11 next month. So we bless God for that he came out safe.
Yes.
So of course now we started the parenting journey. We have just landed on the marriage one, like we are still now getting there. Then now we began another chapter, which was now parenting.
How was it?
Well,
for Joshua,
Anto did a good job at doing the first diaper change. I didn't think there was diaper to be changed. Like I didn't think there would be poop. I have no idea what I thought.
We were very.
We were naive. I think we didn't know much. And then I hadn't raised any baby.
You too. No, that was your first newborn to interact with.
You know, then you hang out with your sisters and
mothers. See, that's where mothers come.
Yes. Our mothers came.
They did.
But that first. That very initial.
Very initial.
The one who did the diaper change. I didn't even know, so I used dry cotton. I didn't know you were supposed to.
I can't even judge you because I didn't even know I was supposed to change the diaper.
I'm doing that. She's also.
Maybe that's how it's done.
So baby is wondering. So it was all sticky with anyway. So
our parenting journey was really, really great. We were learning as going. Joshua also had another very interesting story. That's Joshua. So that's another whole story. We can summarize it. So Joshua here, he is 1 year, 2 years. We are being told, don't worry, ma.
Now when he goes to school,
when he goes to school,
that will happen. So that continued 3 years later. He has said nothing. Then we became
curious. Yeah.
When we go to those parenting meetings, all the other children are doing things.
Yeah.
Him is in a corner doing his own thing.
Drooling.
Drooling. So that continued for a while. We started seeking medical attention. Nothing really is coming out of that. Then one time, Neno's mom took a journey, right? I spoke to my mom.
Yeah.
She's a pastor.
My mom is a pastor.
Oh, I thought she's a
Bible
teacher.
Bible
teacher.
Yeah, they are
I
all
saw a
called pastors.
teacher when I saw her.
Really?
Yeah, I saw a
Interesting.
teacher.
It's nice that you know who we are talking about.
So she talked to my mom. They talked their own things. Then we get to discover that spiritually there's also a challenge that we needed to deal with.
Yeah.
And it was a name.
Joshua's
middle
name.
We get to discover that name also. I mean, when we got the name means happy,
Harvest, a time of harvest.
a time of harvest. But then also that name literally means let's keep quiet.
Oh.
Yeah. And when we went deeper to check the person who had that name, we discovered that it was those great grandparents.
Yes.
Who spoke at
8, 9, I think, and he was slow.
For the rest of their lives, they didn't speak very well.
Yeah.
So we said, let's change this name.
Yes.
It was important. Let's begin there. So we started the process of changing his name, long process. We gave him a different name. But then we continued with that journey. 4 years, nothing has happened. He's not spoken.
In school?
We are trying this school, the other, but nothing really major is happening.
Yeah.
One day we decided, you know what? Let's go and pray for this baby. Pulled together our friends at that group.
Yeah.
And a few other friends. We went to a place in Limuru called St. Julia. And then we said,
the same friends?
Same friends.
With a few others?
Yeah, with a few others. Write the things you want to see Joshua become.
Wow.
I remember I wrote Joshua was one of the greatest orators.
Wow. Those papers are still there, by the way.
They're still there. A great mind,
All right, that's an idea I will do for my children.
And we put all of them together.
Yeah.
And we prayed.
Pastor Furi, Reverend Furi, did a prayer and said, it is done. This time around, Joshua has not said anything.
Yeah.
3 weeks later, was it 3 weeks? Thereabout, 3 weeks later. Saturday.
Yeah.
Joshua runs into our room. I was with Neno.
Yeah.
And Joshua says 7 words. Back to back. He has never said words at this point.
Yeah.
He said, I remember saying, Daddy, chicken.
Good night.
Good night. There was another one, like 7 words. And then he left.
Wow.
He just left. Oh, it was such an overwhelming kwanza for her.
Yeah, he was 4.
Yeah, he was not 4.5 almost.
Yeah.
But even before this, I went to one of the hospitals for another check. We've
for
done
him.
so many checks.
What are the doctors saying?
They're just saying different things. In fact, some were clashing. We are saying something different. So I go to this Indian doctor. She looks at Joshua. She does the test. Then she tells me, she packages a message, says Joshua has autistic, this spectrum. And she even said, you might actually need to think of learning
Sign language.
That's where we finished this story. There was an anger that arose in me and said, and I told her, no. I told her, no, we cannot do that. So I went, told my wife was so devastated. But that's when now we said, no, we need to take this to another level.
Spiritually? This is
something
war.
has happened.
Interestingly, around that time is when I was releasing a song. There's a song, a kitambo, a song called Ametenda. And I remember Anto calls me and tells me, this is what Dr. said, baby is autistic, and it's your only child. I mean, really?
That time.
And then you're told, I'm a baby. Was Imanda there? Yeah, Imanda was there.
She was here.
Yeah, we had number 2, but still this was like our firstborn and all. So you're wondering, hey, hey, how will this go? So anyway, he tells me, and I remember we were doing a show somewhere in town, and I was to sing that song. So I was singing it from a place of, these two things don't match. The reporter, I've just been told, and the ametenda don't sound like the same thing, you know. But I just had a conviction in me that, don't worry, this picture must match. Eventually must match this. But it was not very easy to keep our faith, you know, to keep our faith in that, because we're like, God, but the reality is this child is quiet. The reality is this child is, the reality is, So anyway, that was a trying moment for our faith. For us, at some point we were struggling to pray, we were struggling to trust God with it. In a way, we would avoid talking about it much between us. It would be like everyone is processing on their own. Because now, even if I ask you, you don't have an answer. If you ask me, I don't have an answer. We are looking at the child. We are going for therapy. We were doing speech therapy somewhere in Kileleshwa. It was just it's a harrowing journey. Taking the child, he comes out of there, you think, okay, are we speaking? No, nothing. Is he saying anything?
Nothing.
So now when he spoke the first time, we thought now from there it will also be conversation. You know, like now from there you said chicken. You are supposed to have
good night.
So there was still a journey of putting those words together. So we went to one word, then we got to 2 words, then we got to 3 words. And then there was a lot of echolalia as well. Echolalia is where he repeats the same things you've said. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Boss, you say fine. You know, and so we would struggle with a bit of that, and we weren't very sure. But we journeyed on. Our friends were such a blessing. They also prayed. Our family, both those moms who sat down and talked. You saw them the other day over the launch. Those moms were pillars. They held us up in prayer. And so we kept trusting God as we did the therapy here, there. We also got a very good school, a school somewhere in Athi River. At the time they were doing the ACE program, if you've heard of ACE, Accelerated Christian Education. It was the best option for Joshua because he needed to learn at his pace. At the time. We actually thought he was slow. We never knew. You know, I think because you're not having speech, you think that child doesn't get it. So anyway, so we took him to ACE. The teachers were really helpful because then they would encourage us to still keep up with therapy, and then they would now walk the journey with him because he still had issues with concentration, settling in class. You would go to class, you find Joshua at the corner, and you're wondering, can you hear anything the teacher is saying? So you get to the end of the year, you're thinking, this boy will be told he's repeating class because now he really hasn't gotten anything, according to us. But the teacher would be like, no, Joshua is learning. Joshua is learning. Like, you have faith, but it's okay. So when we got to, was it now the last class before now you go to grade school? Then we started to see Joshua attend to things, you know. He started responding to instructions, you know, his vocabulary grew. Then we realized a keen interest on reading. He was very keen on reading. Like Joshua would read anything and everything. And now his speech began to really develop. You know, it got to where now we could at least ask him something, and he would take a few minutes, and he would answer. You know, but at least we were getting to a place where we can have something like a conversation. So he's probably now almost 7, is it? Probably almost 7, 6 something. So it was a journey. It was a journey for us. We walked the journey, pole to not having too much support though, because we didn't have moms we knew who were having similar challenges like we had. Meantime, our second one has come and literally
taken over.
All her milestones, she hit them without a struggle. So she was the one who was having conversations.
That is Imanda.
That is Imanda.
And she speaks very good English.
Yes. So they were. I
heard her.
But the thing that blessed my heart. Let's give Imanda her flowers. So the thing that blessed us is that now Joshua. Now remember, he used to isolate himself a lot. And he would play alone. There was a bit of a struggle there with socialization. I think because I think he would look at the other children talking, and he would wonder. So he'd also have tantrums. It's a whole story, like he said. Long story short, Imanda was a blessing and has been a blessing to Joshua.
Wow.
Now Joshua had a friend. Who could not let him sit by himself. Who could not let him play by himself. You must be in my space, I must be in yours. So then I think he began to trust this other friend, now the sister. And they would have conversations. How they would understand each other, only God knows. Because now the sister would explain to us what he's trying to tell us too. So we're like, oh, that's what you're trying to... So slowly. So Imanda was a plus. Well, Imanda, in fact, she has been a plus all along.
Wow.
Meantime, of course.
Him
when
other children are
really
bullying.
Yeah, because he wouldn't know how to stand up for himself.
Yeah.
She would come and say, no, so and so is dead. So would at least have some cover for him. So anyway, by the time Joshua was getting there, he's 7, 8, we already had the third born, that's Tilil. And then shortly we decided we're not even stopping. Now we even are going to do number.
Shortly we decided we're not even stopping.
Yeah, no. Anyway, we're not with pride.
Without wasting time, you got baby number 5, right?
Baby number 4.
So all this was, we are 4. Sorry.
Ushafika 5, surely.
To go baby number
Because
4.
I did see seriousness in your tone when you said you are done.
No. I'm a CS mom, and it's 4 times CS mom. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
They actually advised 3.
Yeah, they actually advised 3.
You went for
glad,
4?
Yes, we are glad the 4th delivery
intentionally?
Yeah. We are glad the 4th delivery was very safe. Yeah.
This lady wanted 6 kids.
I wanted
6 or 8?
I wanted 4. Love.
If she had a chance today, she will get more.
Babies are amazing.
Yeah, babies. Me, I wanted 11.
Yeah. You're my person.
I'm not your person. I got married to someone who wants 2 and we have 2.
No, it is them who are not our people, but us, we are each other's
We are each other's persons. I know.
11 children.
The noise around me, I just want children to run.
But now they don't remain that age. That's now the only thing I do.
But now, even 11 teens, me, I'm cool.
I know, right? Right?
11 young adults. Me, I'm cool.
They better all be well behaved.
And then my grandmother used to say, you need to have many. So that if one...
Yeah, that's what they believe. I know. That's what they believe.
You have another one.
And you have another one in case you lose the one.
Not even lose. I think from her setting was, if one goes, becomes a thief, you have a doctor, at least there is a pilot. At least the
reasoning.
Yeah. So all these 3 siblings became company for Joshua.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But by the time the last one was coming, really... he was good to go.
He's good.
Yeah, he got into full independence, I could say, at probably 8 towards 9, and now could have conversations. Then now, by God's grace, now he finally became the leader. Because another concern was you're the firstborn.
Yes,
but
and
how
the only boy,
does it look
right?
like? Yes, and he's still the only boy. So how does it look like? You're like number 2 or number 3. So we really had to emphasize that Joshua is number 1. Joshua is the firstborn, so that it's clear for him and now clear for the girls.
Yeah.
And he took the leadership role seriously. He sure did, yeah.
That's why his 10th birthday was a big deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember you made it a whole...
Yes.
Oh, really?
And we went back to...
Yeah.
We went back to St. Julian's.
Oh.
Yes. So we go there often, at least.
Yeah.
We would love to do that every year, just to give thanks.
Thanks to God, yeah. Wow, that was an...
And today Joshua is...
Actually, do you know, when I saw him on Saturday, I don't even believe this is his story. I have actually personally never had...
Are you serious?
Serious, I'm very serious.
There's a teacher who taught him, the first teacher he had, and we took him to a school where, it was a very small school, in fact he was the only one in his class.
Yeah.
So that teacher later met Anto with Joshua and asked Anto, how is Joshua doing? Joshua is standing right there.
Oh.
So she knows you are dealing with that Joshua who had no speech, had delayed milestones here and there. So Joshua is standing right there, and then Anto says, Joshua, say hi to your teacher.
Yeah.
And then Joshua says, hi, how are you? La, 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 la.
Oh.
She cried.
Oh.
Because for her, she knew it was a sign language story.
Yeah.
Like she was like, this is Joshua. Yeah, this is Joshua.
So what worked? Because maybe there's a parent watching and they are going through that and they're wondering.
So Nena today has a focus group. It's a focus group.
Yeah.
She works with moms who have speech issues.
And dads.
Children who have speech.
And dads, there are dads in there.
And dads.
Parents.
Now we have dads. So she's even studied. It's now a whole...
Oh.
Yeah, I did
you know that sometimes God uses such to give you.
Yeah, so we did applied behavioral analysis, ABA. It's called ABA therapy. By God's grace, we've just gotten connections here and there. So there's a lady who does ABA in Kenya. She took us through a training. So I'm more equipped now, I could say. But what we really do in that group is share knowledge, because we realized our gap was that we didn't have people to ask questions.
Oh, yes.
So when someone tells you, oh yeah, that happened to my son and this is what I have been doing and this has helped him this way, because it's really every child in the spectrum, or most of the children with special needs have different ways of different challenges.
Yes.
The autism could be manifesting in a different way for this child and a different way for this other child. So one is hyper, another one is calm. One is having feeding problems, another one has no problem, is eating everything. So depending on how it goes. So we share knowledge. So we are about almost 60 now, 62.
Ooh,
yeah.
It's a WhatsApp group.
It's a WhatsApp group, imagine, because I was not on social media for the longest time, so we just do it.
We need to work on that.
So we meet physically from time to time, but what we do, at least now, for now, we do prayer at least once a week.
Nice.
And it becomes a place where, as you share your challenges, then I'm like, oh okay. And someone shares how they have a Thanksgiving, something God has done. The other day we were celebrating who has been able to be potty trained. These are 6-7-year-olds. Have finally are off diapers. So those are big deal. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for us.
Yeah.
He said a word, like one of the moms really shared a a testimony the other day, and we were like, oh God.
Yeah.
For her Mother's Day gift, her son finally called her mom.
Oh. Wow.
Now that is a gift. Now that is huge. And
throw away the flowers.
I know. So yeah. So walking with where you have been comforted and you walk with someone else and comfort them, it's different from theory. Yeah. So we believe our journey, with all its, groping in the dark sort of thing, has really birthed help and a blessing for others.
Yeah.
Blessing now, mambo ya kuongea, not blessing the other one.
Oh yeah, I'd even forgotten that.
I know. So it's been a joy walking with other moms. They call you when they are almost depressed. Some of them are feeling so overwhelmed, bitter. Then you tell them, been there where I was not able to pray. I've been there, and I will pray with you. Another mom who is also encouraged will pray with you, and pole, we are getting there.
We're getting there.
So knowledge.
Yes,
very
it's power.
important.
It is.
Seek knowledge. Go into the internet, find out. This child seek medical help. Pray. Deal with it spiritually.
Do all it
takes.
Yeah.
Wow. And you said, at first you said you thought he is slow?
Yeah.
Now?
Oh, yeah. Oops. Yeah.
Wow. Now we're dealing with a totally different
person.
Challenge.
Human being.
It's a different challenge.
Different challenge?
Yeah.
So
it's a good challenge.
It's a good challenge. So Joshua is a high achiever.
Yeah. Oh
my goodness.
Yeah.
He's giving us pressure. Joshua, we got into a new school.
Yeah.
And term 1, term 2, Joshua became top student.
Wow.
Different curriculum.
Really?
Yeah. So now Joshua gets 93 average. But he says,
it's an issue.
Why am I
not getting 100?
So we're trying to convince him to stick to 98.
Yeah.
To focus on 98 in case.
Yeah. So we are really, that's another
a good challenge.
Yeah.
We have faced.
We're actually trying to teach him how to deal with
failure.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's not his.
You even told me he read a book, Sammy's book. How old? And he's 11.
Not read.
He read this one.
Not read. He reads.
He reads this.
Yeah, it's actually taught.
But it's supposed to be for teens.
I sent Sammy his book because now there's a part that's been
torn.
Because now he reads it.
So Joshua reads. He has read the encyclopedia. He reads newspapers every day. You bring a newspaper. He can actually tell you what is.
Can you even help him with homework?
Classifieds.
Swahili, at least
Swahili.
But if you check his homework, you have to check, of course, because there are 1-2 times that he'll have missed something. But he's very intentional about his schoolwork. Yeah, the other day they did he's in grade 5, but they did the grade 5s and grade 6 did an exam in their school for math. He was the only one who got 100. Grade 5 and grade 6. He's in grade 5. Yeah.
Wow.
So we are
tumeanza kuchanga pesa za Harvard.
Please.
Tuko hapo. Please. Too many.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. So we can't complain. We can't complain. He's a high achiever. He has a very high IQ. So you have to help him, come back to us. Yeah, and this is Earth. Earth, we live here. Yeah. He's also learned to be very independent. He does his own things. He does, he tells you, Mom and Dad, please give us 2 hours. We'll be on our own. I'll be in charge of the girls.
Ooh.
Like, hey, all right. Yeah, so
He's the one
amazing.
in charge.
And his love for God, I think, really blesses our hearts. He reads his
Bible as well.
That is pastime. Like, he passes time reading God's word.
Reading God's word. Oh, God, I need that grace.
We intentionally got each of them a new Bible.
Yeah.
We didn't want to, the way we give children other Bibles in the
Yes.
house. We made sure it was a priority. We told them, this is your Bible. They went and picked a Bible.
This is yours.
So you read for yourself your Bible. So, yeah, they seem to really enjoy that.
Wow.
We thank God.
Oh, that's a blessing. Thank you for that testimony. I actually didn't see it coming.
Oh, really?
At all.
Yeah.
At all.
It's God's
Yeah.
goodness. God's goodness.
We feel we have an issue with believing something.
Yeah.
We just think about Joshua.
Joshua.
Ah,
For him,
done.
he's our,
There's nothing
he's our
God cannot
reminder.
do.
He's our
Yeah.
constant reminder of
Yeah.
God's goodness. Yes.
Faithfulness of God.
Yes, yes, yes.
Back to marriage. What type of parents are you?
Well, so
Yeah.
we first need
The heart.
to...
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
At this point, we happen to do parenting classes.
Oh.
We happen to teach.
We
Oh, to
teach.
teach.
Yeah.
How we got there,
Teachers,
only
please.
God knows how we got
Teachers.
there. So remember the accountability group we keep mentioning about,
yeah.
because we're very grateful to God for them. We did a parenting course together by Dr. Mkolwe, Dr. Stanley
Oh, yeah.
Mkolwe. When our babies were months old, our firstborns.
Ooh.
So we were even almost clueless. We would read things and think not applicable.
Yeah, not
applicable,
now, not
applicable.
us.
So we did that course. We tried to apply what we could remember. Years later, I'm actually I was working at a school. I was at Buruburu, and they said they want to do, one of their goals was to do a parenting class in the school. And I said, I know a coach.
Yeah.
He taught us years ago. And I called the coach. Oh my goodness.
God says you.
I coached you.
Coach says I did my part.
It's you.
It is
Go
your
teach.
turn.
Wow.
Deep end. Teach parenting. Honestly, we feel that God wanted us to redo the class
Oh.
for ourselves.
For yourself.
Guess how it happened? We had to go sit with Daktari as Mr. and Mrs. Ndiemas.
Yeah.
He teaches us how to teach.
Teach.
How many times were we taught? You can imagine. The first time we were taught,
Yeah.
months old. Now we were taught to be trainers. Then
Now
we
are training.
are
You're
training.
learning as you train.
And then we went and trained that class.
Yeah.
And out of that class, someone in that class could not just keep quiet. I know you. She went and mobilized her church.
Ooh.
So as we speak, we are teaching her church. We are teaching parents in her church.
Wow.
By God's grace.
So you are experts in this.
No.
thing. Please.
It's a
You'll
lie.
never
Even
become.
Dr.
Help
says
me.
he's
Can you
not
have
an
my
expert.
son for 2 days?
Even Dr. Mkolo
Even
says,
Daktari, who is an expert.
When do you start? Me, I have a personal question. This one. Now
Yeah.
that you are teaching,
Yeah. Yeah.
when do you start
Discipline?
pinching?
You don't pinch.
I don't pinch.
You don't pinch.
Oh my
Your
goodness.
hands are to show love. So you don't pinch, you
Now
don't
the
slap.
time that boy is fast.
Yeah. So you have
You
to...
I need to get something.
Yeah. You don't do catch up
road.
with your children. Yes.
Wow.
You need to do...
you start,
And
I
then-
start teaching at 9 months.
Yeah.
9 months.
You're supposed to have taught by 9 months. So he already
Okay, I'll
knew.
stop pinching and
Yeah.
now get a rod
Yeah.
that he will know this one is.
Yeah.
Now,
And it's not
my
a by the
issue-
way.
Ah.
Discipline is not a by the way. You're
Yes.
supposed to get him, go to a place together,
Train.
private.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
first and foremost, you're supposed to start with training.
Training.
Don't discipline what you've not
What you've
trained.
not trained. That is abuse.
Eh,
You can never discipline what
We
you've
are
never
done,
trained.
bye.
But then they don't
I'm a bad
know.
mother, eh?
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
It's a
Foolishness
blank
is
slate.
bound.
Like this one is 2.5. He
they
doesn't
don't
know.
Yeah. They are foolish. They are born foolish.
Yeah.
So they don't know what you expect them to know.
At your
But
discipline
then-
because they went and touched a socket. You never
They
told
play with
them.
my
Never told them.
laptop.
Yeah.
But
Did
you're
you
always
train
on your
them?
laptop
But
yourself.
I pinched him for that yesterday and he's doing it again.
But are you always on your laptop yourself? Okay, are you ever on your laptop?
Yes.
So why can't I as a child be on the laptop?
On the laptop like
mommy?
you.
I admire you so much.
That's where it
Yeah, so
begins.
if you
Yeah,
have
I
not told
know.
me, if you have not set boundaries for me,
Yeah.
you've not told me why,
Yeah.
please don't beat me up.
Another weakness I have, when he cries, oh, I apologize.
Wow.
I know that
Who's
is wrong.
Ah, hey, who's
Okay, I know that one is wrong, but now I have pinched him. Then he says, "Mommy, chuna," and then the tears are flowing,
Daddy
and I'm
needs
like,
to
"Oh,
come
come!"
into this picture
I
quickly.
know.
You're doing a not So good job. But anyway, there is grace. There is
grace. Yeah.
What kind of parents are we? I must answer that question.
Yeah.
We realized, even despite the class we did years ago, we realized that he was more of the permissive one, and I was the dominant one.
Yeah.
I was a dominant parent, and we didn't realize that we were going back to our default settings, because that's what you do. You parent the way you were parented,
Oh yes.
or you parent opposite of exactly.
Yeah,
how
I
you
mean
parented.
it's opposite.
Yeah, it's either that. You'll either pick your mom.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll either pick your
You'll
what your mom or
apologize.
dad. Yes, you're very sorry for disciplining your child who is foolish. Amazing.
Yeah.
So we doing the class again with Daktari, and his close mentorship has been a blessing to us, because now then I am learning to be more not permissive, but I'm learning to be more loving. Caring. He's learning to be more firm. Yeah. So we are meeting somewhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at the end of it, you are supposed to be loving and caring.
And firm.
Yeah.
Loving
but
and caring.
Yeah.
But firm.
But firm.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will get there.
So
We
there should
need.
be warmth,
I need
but
to
there
read
should be
that
rules.
book, parenting, raising future parents.
But even reading it on your own, I would encourage. And I'm not here to market the course.
No, it's okay. Even
but
if you
let me tell you, it's different when you sit with someone who will teach you from experience, and you sitting and reading a book.
So you are the coaches we need to look for.
We would recommend you rush to Daktari.
So
we highly encourage.
You teach teams of parents, like in churches, in schools.
Like it's coming to there.
It's coming there anyway. Okay. Individual.
We're in our second cohort.
We're in our second. So we don't know how this is.
How long does it take?
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
10 weeks.
Yeah. Every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday, 3 hours.
Do you have an online one?
No.
Are you thinking about online one?
We don't know.
We have thought about it.
Please do.
But this thing is so practical. You want to
be there.
Yeah,
but at least the Raising Future Parents group, the Mukolos actually do a hybrid. So you can do in-house. I mean, in-house and online. They're able to do that. Yeah. So they do
Either way, if you're a parent,
bring them on board for this show.
I have been looking for them. Thank you that you're here.
Yeah.
Please
will
book
throw
them
in
for
a
next
word.
year.
I know.
Start booking now.
I know.
Lakini but tukitupea
even in our
tunaweza kukuletea.
Gosh! Oh
Welcome
my God,
to
I don't
Kenya.
know you. I have no idea who you are.
There's a way you can make him come here tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, but I hear you. He is busy.
Yeah. He's fruitful.
Yeah,
fruitful.
He's fruitful
not busy.
Oh, not busy, fruitful.
He's
Oh my
effective and fruitful.
goodness.
So he's
So as we end, Jemo is pointing fingers.
Yes.
Okay.
You've been married for 13 years?
14 years.
14
This is our 14th year.
This is the 14th year.
14th year.
What would you say is the secret to a healthy marriage, according to your experience? What one thing do you think, if I do, my marriage will be
There's
healthy?
no one thing, honestly.
Okay,
But we tell you
three things.
grow together.
Grow together.
Yes. Please don't grow and leave your spouse behind.
Which aspect?
Everything. Imagine everything. Spiritual, career. Not become a replica of each other.
Yeah.
But whatever I'm learning, can the other person be learning?
What if they don't want to learn?
Pray for them, please. Because what happens is, as long as there's no intimacy in a space, you leave a gap for the enemy to bring in. You know? So if I know, my husband won't get this. Or my wife, she's too slow. Or if I decide I'm not going into the celeb space, I'm just going to be that. There's something I'm robbing him of that unfortunately someone else may give him.
Yes.
And it's not a fear.
Or he may give to someone else.
Because he's looking forward to those exciting moments where he has won an award and he needs to give the award to his wife. And say, we did it. But where am I? I'm over there in the kitchen with my lesson, my dera.
Yeah.
I would care less, that in itself. So if you can grow together, let her flourish in this book. I must say, honestly speaking, I didn't write it alone.
Yeah.
He didn't quite write the content.
Yeah.
But he was there the day I was writing the book.
Yeah.
Like we went to that place together. Of course, he did most of the sleeping.
Yeah.
I did most of the writing. But he was
there.
Was
Being there.
I was praying for you.
There. Like he gets it when
Showing
I
up
say,
is number
I didn't
one.
say, So he's been in my space, and I have learned to be in his space.
Yeah.
People think you're also a media personality. I'm like, please, I'm just accompanying the media persona. So I now know media lingo. I hear people say CG what, CG a dry run. I'm like, dry what? I hear those things. What is a dry run, honestly?
Yes.
And there's something called traffic in radio. I'm like, it's not the one that we see on the road.
I was telling you the other day. There's a traffic controller.
I'm like, what is traffic? So now it's interesting. When he tells me something about work, I won't be thinking, be done. I need to tell you about the children. So
grow together.
Please grow together. Don't grow apart. Grow together. Be interested in what he's doing. Get to know what he wants to become.
Can you start by faking it?
Faking the growing together.
The faking the being interested in what he does.
Do I know what fake?
It's you're headed the right direction.
Okay.
It's not faking it.
It's learning.
It's learning it.
Let's not call it faking.
Let's not call it faking.
Okay.
Do you know, say my personality with her, she's a choleric. She wants things done. I take time. There are days she will go like this. And then I'll find myself in a place where she's actually taken initiative. She's taken initiative. She started the process. And I jump in. It goes like this. Then you find yourself doing it. So you have to find an interest.
Finding interest.
And so once posted a lady. We have too many stories, but he once posted a lady on a program he was doing on TV some time back. And the lady was telling him about her journey. Before she got born again, she used to be, what are they called? Call girls. If your client is a sports icon, my friend, you spend the night reading books on sports. It's no joke. Yes. So that when you meet, you can have a
conversation.
Yes.
Wow.
So
that's how your
you
money
don't come in. You don't come in there. You're like, Ati. So now what is that? No. You're also asking. So now the lineman. All those things.
They'll give you a lot of money. That
that woke me up. I was like,
how much more?
I know.
If I actually genuinely
love him, done a diploma in communication.
Why not?
Journalism.
Why not? So I have to be interested. I have to show I care. He also has to bother knowing. So Bible teaching, what is all that about? It may not be his space, but so there's a coming together. There's a growing together.
Grow together. Number 2, you said you have a number.
I think no. We can't. There are too many. But I think for the other thing that is very key, I have to find compromises for the other person.
Speak their language.
For lack of a better word, I can't be always the one wanting to have my side of the bread buttered. So I have to find compromises. I have to always compromise one thing for her gain. And she also has to do the same.
Compromise,
for my gain.
I want to quit work. I want to quit in 2015. I eventually quit in 2020. Because I just couldn't up and leave.
Because you have a loan to take care of.
So those are things you're like, okay, I really want to. I really want to do this now. But I'm in a marriage. So I have to go down and say, okay, you want to start a business? Okay, start the business as I am holding fort and work. So at least we have salary from one person.
So you're on the same page.
So when I'm finally now the one, so when I'm finally now the one who can now take a break, because I really wanted us to focus on the kids and we homeschooled even at some point, then there was room for that. There was room for that. But now it had to come later. It had to come later. So we have to take compromises for each other.
Pride kills marriage. So you have to say, I will not be proud in this one.
I don't have to be right.
I need to calm down. I don't need to be right. I have to calm down so that this makes meaning. And later on you find congruence.
Yes, you do.
You are a celebrity. I don't think you have financial issues.
Oh, wow. Wow. My goodness.
Yeah, he works it.
That's such a good prayer.
There's a standard we give people. Because when you see you on TV, you must have money. You cannot say no to both family, extended, close, and everyone, and friends. You are in all our WhatsApp groups for all our meetings. How do you handle that?
You just choose what is important. Yeah.
And you're okay with making enemies then?
You're not making them.
Yeah.
They're making
choosing
themselves.
to become. No.
Or they're choosing
Honestly,
to become.
Yeah.
You don't go out, or you don't walk out of your house prepared to make enemies.
Oh yeah,
That's
by the way.
what a JD should.
Yeah.
I mean, wickedness is of the devil.
Yeah.
So if you really want to intend to be an enemy, now I can't stop you also.
Yeah.
But by God's grace, I think
in
you
the
learn-
long haul,
you
as
learn.
long as you're respectful, in the long haul, respect comes back.
It comes
And
back.
there are days I will have,
Yes.
and I will give you. But there are days, honestly,
I don't
we are
have.
trying to divide it between 4 children. Chances are high. Chances are very high. Yeah.
So
So
we are
if
very
someone is
no-
getting married, what financial advice would you give them? I just watched a show the other day of some are they Gen Zs?
Yes.
They are so serious. Hey, at first I used to think Gen Zs are pretending.
Ulikuwa unaona, it's
Then
a
I've
thing.
come to realize they are just,
They're just
that is them.
real. They are real.
Do you know they were seated? I think it's Kina Ben Psycho Joyride podcast. They have
yes.
this show. So I was watching, they were talking about finances, and most of them were very adamant, and they were saying, our spouse doesn't need to know what I earn. They will know when I don't have a job. But what is in my bank account?
Yeah.
They will never know. They don't need to know. I cannot share. We can have a joint account and be depositing their money. For kwanza, they were being asked money for what in the joint account? For vacation? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking
It's
school
the
fees.
same way.
Imagine we have to.
Do you know, I actually used to think they are pretending, but after watching those, I think I watched that show just, I just wanted to learn how do these people think. And actually after all that, one said that they can't live with one woman every day. They'll have to have a secret house. If they don't feel like going to their house, to their home, they have like a secret place they can be going to. And they are married. And they are just...
Okay.
I actually felt like we have failed that generation.
That's the truth.
Serious.
That's the truth. What we were supposed to have taught and modeled.
We have not.
I felt like millennials, we have failed this.
We don't need to beat them
and
up.
they were not pretending. It's not like a show. I first felt like, maybe they're just saying this because it's a show. They need...
It's real.
They've grown up seeing people suffer.
In marriage.
Yes. What you want to tell them, they do the same thing that they saw happening in their homes. They will not do it.
Yeah.
Huh? They've grown up seeing people make very foolish decisions and pay for them the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Not a Gen Z. Actually, I'm not.
They're being raised by single parents.
They're being raised by single. They've seen parents cheating on their. Why would
And fighting and
so they decided let's do it openly.
Yeah.
Why should we pretend?
yeah.
So their key thing is not
but then,
pretend.
Rodah, is there marriage there? What is marriage?
Yeah.
There's no marriage.
There's no marriage
There's no
there.
marriage.
If you're hiding,
Well, I mean, one of the synonyms for marriage is unity.
Unity.
Ideally. So if you're not united in your finances, the things you do together, purpose, your mind, then you can as well be friends who live separately, come together for sex,
have children.
have children.
But now
I'm
those
not even-
children will even suffer.
Children should not even come to that
The
picture.
Bible is being challenged. I think that's the truth.
Yeah.
We just need to go back to the basics and train our children so that we won't be saying the next generation has no idea what the absolute truth
These are people in campus.
Yeah.
These are all okay.
Yeah.
Where we were feeling pressure to get married, and for
They don't
some
care.
of us to share our ATMs
They don't
I
care.
know.
to show how you know.
But there's a remnant.
Yeah,
Now,
there's
that's
a
the interesting
remnant.
one. The ones who understand the truth
Yeah.
really do. They really do. So we pray that they will spread the word.
So your financial advice was
What did you say?
I mean, our financial advice is work together.
work together.
There are no two ways about it. If you have, and you see, finances is one of the major reasons why marriages don't work.
Actually, it's above infidelity.
Imagine.
So fix that. If you fix that, look at the probability of then your marriage working. If top priority is monies and you fix it. And fixing it is openness with your monies.
Ooh.
And openness is as clear as a mom wants, my mom wants money.
Yeah.
You deal with my mom. Yeah? You deal with my mom. I will not deal with my mom.
Yeah.
And even if
Creates
I
a better
don't,
relationship. Yes.
at least let me know.
I know.
Yeah,
Let me know.
I know
Yeah.
this goes home, this goes
This
here.
goes here.
Yeah, this goes to our kitty.
And this is mine. Is
I
that
think
yours?
my financial.
Yes.
Oh.
It is very important.
Yeah.
There's a day
You're an
we tried
individual.
her dealing with all the monies.
Yeah.
So I'm asking for pocket
there
money. It doesn't work.
There you are.
No, so there's something for you to do.
Yes, I have my business meetings to do and my people. I need my money. She needs the money to do her things.
I'm not
It's
on
very
salary
important.
now, so I would definitely be waiting.
So
for
imagine if you behaved differently when you were on salary.
Imagine. Yeah, signing it would have been a
I would
different
have
story.
paid.
Yeah.
But it's forgiveness. Marriage is about
Yes.
forgiveness.
You
Not
forgive
like
each
I
other
behave differently,
daily.
but I feel like we've grown
Yeah.
to the extent that I wonder whether if I met the person I met,
Yeah.
we've become very different people. We've grown, we've matured, we think
You are not
differently now.
that
Rodah.
person
We
in the
wouldn't
petrol
even fight over the
station.
things we used to fight over.
There are days it is so little. It
Yeah.
is so little. You have nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing for a whole week.
Yes.
But you say, Nunua, Blue Bandia,
Yes.
Bob.
Yeah.
Buy half a loaf. Let's share 2 slices.
Yeah.
Today it happened. That is, it is so much. So how do we deal with so
Oh,
much?
yeah.
So
So
if
you
you
learn to
can't,
abase and to abound.
yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
We have to say goodbye.
We have to
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having
Guys, get yourself a copy of this book, Clothed by Chef Neno Ndiema. She's also called Neno. Social media you are?
Neno.
Neno Ndiema.
One of
Anthony
my Facebook
Ndiema.
is Chef Neno, so you can still find it.
Oh, we said we will work on that. We'll see. Rejecting Shame, Embracing Grace, a book and guided journal for inner healing. So get yourself a copy. Details are on your screen and on the description of this video. On her socials, everyone, on yours as well. I have seen
Yes.
it. Here and there. He's doing
My
a good job.
marketer.
Yeah, Alipwe.
Alice.
Alipwe. Thank you so much for
Alipwe.
watching. Eh?
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And let me know whom you'll want us to host on the Rawder Kidula Show and what you've learned from this show today. God bless you. God bless your marriage and your relationships and your families. Bye.
Bye-bye.